All right, we back. Part 3. It's gonna get good now. Tighten up. All right, so welcome back, y'all. 904. Excuse me. The maritime industry. 904. And if you haven't seen the first 2 videos, this is a story. This is part 3 about me taking a trip on one of my first times going to Durban, South Africa. And we, just to give you a quick catch up to speed, first time on the ship, first time going to Africa, New Year's Eve, going to the New Year's party. Young lady falls on her face, cuts her face, has to get plastic surgery, and part 2 is just introducing the crew. And we have a young man by the name of Angel, and I was just getting into how he had came out about his lifestyle, and the crew accepted him, and all is well. So we are anchored out outside of South Africa, Durban, and we're about to go into the port. So boom, here we go. All right, so we go into the port. We pull in. I must have been asleep because I woke up for watch. So my watch that I had was definitely at like a nighttime deal where like I might have worked like 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. maybe 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. I can't remember, but it was something like that, right? Definitely was nighttime. I was working at nighttime, sleeping in the daytime. Once we got to Durban, South Africa, I was the only one working that shift, right? So I was still new to the union, so seniority always wins when you're out to sea. So what I had to do was I had to work the graveyard let's just say 11 p.m. to 11 a.m., right? And while I was working, everybody was going out. So it was a group going out. Angel was part of the group, right? But before we get into the nightlife, I just want to say that when I got to South Africa, the culture, right? The culture was shocking, right? I should have known better because it's Africa, but like in my head, it was just like, I didn't know what to expect. But when I got there, all I saw was black people. Everywhere. Okay? But the crazy part was I kept seeing people that looked like my auntie, that looked like this dude named Cat Ass from Paxton, tall dude, light skin. I seen him. He looked like somebody. I'm sorry, there was somebody in Africa that favored him, vice versa. And man, I just kept seeing people that they looked like everybody that I knew or went to school with. It was crazy. So I left out the cargo we were transporting. We were transporting a few military things, but what we were taking to, what we took a bulk of, majority of the cargo was grain, beans. I gotta take some beans out. Beans, things like that to South Africa, right? So a lot of the workers, of course, they wasn't high class, kind of low class, right? Working the docks, and the corn, cornstarch, it's corn. They literally would like eat it, that was their. They didn't even bring lunch or anything because it was so much cornstarch that they actually literally ate it. Like the bags would bust, right? So there'd be like a big pile of it on the deck, and they would just scoop it up and just eat it and drink water, right? Uh, that was a big shock. Uh, there was this guy. His name was Poison. His name was Poison. This dude was a whole character, man. But like, he knew everybody on the boat. Everybody on the boat knew him. He had this little dance he would do every time, and a loaf of bread was like gold. You can get the workers to do anything for a loaf of bread. Man, it was quite a shock. And I just remember going to town by myself, and the first day I got there, I was so just amazed. It looked like a city for real, right? It looked like a whole city. It looked like nothing out of the way. No, you ain't see no lions and no lions, tigers, and bears and no shit like that walking around. Ignorant thought process, but anyway. So, first day I spent, I go. I hit the mall. I'm getting around XYZ. I come back, right? So I come back. I probably came back like 4 or 5 o'clock because I got to get back up at 11, right? And I run into a guy, and he offers me. He was like, "Yo, my son can take you around. You just give him a few dollars, and he'll take you any and everywhere you want to go. You can really get into it, XYZ." So I'm like, "All right, bet, right?" All right, so this is the first day. So I come back at whatever, right? I get up at 11 to do my watch. So everybody's going out. Everybody's going out to town, right? The Hondurans, the Puerto Ricans, and then Angels in the clique, right? So they go out, boom, boom, boom. I'm standing my watch. Everything's cool. So when they come back in, they come back 4 or 5 in the morning, right? Something crazy. And they are lit, right? So when it's like that, like I wasn't working the gangway. I was doing something. I was responsible for cargo, right? So I wasn't working the gangway, but I heard them. That's how turned it was. I could hear them. And the next morning, they get up, and I run into them, and they like, "Yo, Adrian, should have been there last night, man. Man, we did this, we did that, da 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 da. They telling about the women, man, da 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 da." And they like, "Man, but let me tell you about Angel." And I'm like, "Angel, man, what the hell that happened?" Right? Because Angel started being a character too. Like once he came out and got comfortable, like he really got not over the top flamboyant, but he was flamboyant. So they take Angel to the club. Angel goes to the club. Angel is the star of the club. No cap. In Africa. Okay. They say Angel walking now. Angel had got his hair down and he's dancing. They say it's at least 2 or 3 men wanting to dance with Angel in the club. I was like, word. So yeah, they like word. So it was one particular African, right? Angel is in. He lit. He turned. Angel gets the guy, right? Some guy was all over Angel. Gets the guy to buy all of them around the drink, right? And then, it was just lit, right? So the next day, I pull Angel to the side. I said, "Man, well, I heard you did your thing last night, boy. You had them all over you." Yeah. Angel, yeah, you never. So that was day 1, right? Now we were there for like 7 to 8 days, right? Okay, all right. So let's go to like day 2, 3, 4, right? Man, by the 3rd, 4th day, Angel getting more action than everybody on the ship. I ain't capping. Angel gave one guy a loaf of bread, but he was just being generous, right? It wasn't nothing like over the top. At least that's what he told me. That was told to me by him. He said he was just being nice, giving the guy a loaf of bread and shit like that. The next day, I don't remember if I was coming on, getting off, or whatever, but there's a whole fucking line of African dock guys, the dock guys, longshoremen guys in Africa, and they are standing in line waiting for Angel to come out of the mess hall. They looking for him. I'm walking around, they come, hey, come back, but you seen Angel? I was like, oh my God, really? Angel had a line of them at the dock, had a line at the club. In Africa. This is whole 75% truth, okay? Nothing but the truth, I promise you. No 25. So, yeah, I'm gonna end it right there. Angel stole the show. More action than everybody on the show, man. You had to be there, okay? But yeah, that's it, right? That's part 3, man. I'm gonna get into part 4, man, later on, man. So y'all come back, check in with me, man. The Maritime Industry 904, you know what I'm saying? Over and out.